Hello friends, my name is Claire and welcome to my first video of 2025. We are doing a little bit of a more unconventional build for this week's video. I got a comment from a subscriber who also happens to be my dad, and he suggested to do a house, but every room is a different style of kitchen, and I'm always asking for build suggestions, and this seems kind of fun to do for like the first video of this new year for me. And so we are first starting off with the basic style. I'm not doing like every style because some of the kitchen items aren't tagged with the styles. Like there's not really like a cute kitchen set, and so we are just going to be using a lot of items from the cats and dogs pack in this room because that was what was underneath the basic category. I do have pet bowls in this room, so we are just going to be adding some upper and lower cabinets. And something fun I realized when I was doing this build is that like I didn't realize how similar some of these styles are, like with the contemporary style and the modern style. I use it like the same counters and such, so I'm just going to let you see the rest of this room and then I'll come back to you to the next style of room. The next room we are going to be doing is a contemporary kitchen. So you might be wondering to yourself, like, how exactly would I play in all 10 of these rooms if it's just a kitchen? And I have a solution for that. You could do a cooking challenge for your Sims. There are 10 kitchens total. You can like have a large family or maybe like have a club, or you can torture your Sims by putting them in a room that is not their favorite design style and lock them in that room so they can't leave, and then they'll just be miserable because sometimes it's fun to watch non-living beings suffer. Anyway, we are also going to be doing a outside kitchen patio space, so you could have a vampire in that area and then they can die. I know it sounds very cruel, but I feel like there is a large amount of people that play The Sims that like new death modes, so we are just going to be adding some countertops and an island into this space. I tried to keep the color scheme in this room very neutral and just kind of trendy in a way. So I'm just going to let you watch the rest of the video and I'll come back in the next room. The next style we are doing is French Country and Farmhouse. I decided to combine these two styles because when I was looking at the build category before I started to record, I noticed that these rooms or these styles have very similar items, or they were the similar items, or exactly the same items, and so I decided to just combine these two styles for that reason, and we kind of made a full room. It made it easier to have a full room for this kitchen, so we are just going to be adding a lot of wood tones. I do add a dining room section instead of a island like the previous two rooms into this one room, and I only do a dining room in a few of these kitchens because I wanted to have more of an island dining space, but I feel like having a island eating area in this particular room just kind of didn't make sense. I don't really see too many island dining areas in a French country house, and so I wanted to have a little dining nook for this room. So I'm just going to let you watch the rest of this room, and then we will head into the next. The next style is mid-century, and I honestly think of mid-century as like a lot of like Brady Bunch in a way. So you will see like a green fridge to kind of represent in the Brady Bunch how they have that like avocado green like countertop and appliances. And so we are just going to be starting off with windows and doors. These are from the Get Famous pack, and you will see that I am using a very bright color countertop, and I do change that as you can see now, but my original thought with the bright color would be like, again, in the Brady Bunch they had like a bright orange countertop, and so we are just going to be adding some appliances now. There's not really much to say about this room. I do add a laundry machine into this kitchen, and this is the only room that does have a laundry machine inside of it. So we are just going to play the video, and I'll see you in the next room. The next room I am going to show you is actually the outdoor space. Like I mentioned earlier, if you want to torture a vampire and lock them outside, this might be the perfect space for you to do that. So I'm mostly using the items from the Perfect Patio pack, and then the windows are actually from the gardening kit, and I wanted to have a large window area just to kind of bring in that like indoor outdoor feel. I am planning on leaving that room that you can see through the doors empty, because that could either be like a living room space beyond those doors, or if you want to like have your Sims have like a cooking challenge, you could put like beds or like child care items in that room. I am realizing now that I didn't really add anything for like toddlers, like a high chair or anything. I tried to keep them pretty simple and cohesive with one another, like the size of the rooms. And I just want to say a big thank you to all of those who have hit the like and subscribe button. We have reached the goal of 100 subscribers into the new year. We've actually reached 101 subscribers, so thank you so much. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. Every new friend counts, and it is a free option for YouTube, and I don't really have anything else like memberships to join, so hitting the subscribe button is the best way to support me in this journey. The next room we are going to be doing is a kitchen in the industrial style, and I'm also using items from the industrial loft kit because loft is kind of in the name, but I'm also using items from City Living like a brick wallpaper. And I am curious, comment down below your favorite room design or your favorite room style and which one you would want to play in. If you do want to play in one, the information is down in the description with the total value of each room and the whole lot if you want to, however you want to play. So this room was pretty simple to do because I use mostly items from the industrial loft kit, and I just gotta say I really love the arched window. I know it's like a base game free item, but the matching door is in the loft kit, so I just wanted to point that out. And this is one of the rooms where I, instead of adding an island, I did add a more dining room seating. So I'm just gonna watch the rest of the video, and I'll see you in the next room style. The next room style we are doing is vintage, and it got me thinking of how much I want a Renaissance festival in The Sims. It could be similar to like the city festivals in the city living world, and I just think that'd be really fun to incorporate because the Sims are always going to be pulling out their phones for this and that, and it's like one of the most useful items in the game, but like it's like hard when you want to like play fantasy or play with like a decades challenge, and so I feel like having a Renaissance festival is kind of like the best way to like get that feel, but without like having to get annoyed when your Sims pull out their phones. You could even have like a no phone like rule at that Renaissance festival, and then your Sims would like get shamed for having their phone out or something. Anyway, I would really love to have like some sort of like Renaissance festival and my Sims could shoot bow and arrows and be immersed. I don't exactly know how they would add that into the game. I know some people really want to have fairies in the game, and I don't know if that would be the best way to add a Renaissance festival, but it's just an idea. A girl can help. So I'm just gonna let you see the rest of the video, and I'll see you in the next room style. The next room style is Art Deco, and I wanted to have a very colorful room for this one. I didn't really like plan it to be, it just kind of like ended up being like with the tile on the walls and like the gold accents on the wallpaper. This is also a very geometrical room. There's a lot of like shapes and lines going throughout, and I just kind of was putting down what I was given with the little Art Deco like category filter, and I know the filter's not like super accurate. Like when the industrial room, I like knew that there was matching stove to the fridge, but the stove wasn't tagged to the door or to with the industrial style, so I was glad to see that both the refrigerator and the stove were both tagged properly for the Art Deco style. So enjoy the rest of this really colorful and dimensional room, and I'll see you in the next style. The next style is modern. I wanted to have a big open door and a window backsplash for this room, and because there is a big open door, I do like continue the flooring from the like main hallway area to the like into this kitchen. This is the only kitchen that has a computer in it. Actually, it has two laptops, and I wanted to do this because I feel like in this day and age, it's either like it could be a homework area or it could be like a freelance career spot for your Sims to work on their jobs and so we are just going to be adding one of the most modern fridges in the game. If not, it is like the most modern fridge in the game, and I wanted to have a big kitchen in the space with a large island in the center, and doing this room made me realize how much the modern style is similar to the contemporary style. So I'm just going to let you watch the rest of this video, and then we're going to be in the last room of this house full of kitchens. Now we are in the Shabby style kitchen, which is very dirty, very kind of like Halloweeny, like abandonment. It reminded me of the abandoned house I did in October. So this has a lot of like dirty wallpaper, dirty appliances. Sink doesn't like match the cabinets, and if you enjoyed watching this video and you want to see something similar where I do 10 bedrooms in 10 different styles, please let me know down in the comments. That's the best way to let me know what you want to see on this channel, and I'm always going to do something that wacky like this video. And so if you enjoyed watching, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I post new videos every single Tuesday, and if you want to play in this room or all 10 of these rooms, you can follow me over on the Sims 4 gallery, and all the information will be down in the description. So this video has just a little bit more, then it'll be finished, and I hope to see you all next week for another Sims 4 video. Bye!